What's up, everybody? Welcome to Small Arms Combatives Live. We're going to go over some gear here tonight. So I'm Hunter on Small Arms Combatives here in Wilson, North Carolina. We are a tactical training and gear company. And so, welcome to the live show. We're going to do this every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. That's when we'll have these lives scheduled. And so I'm sitting on a sewing machine table right now because I want everyone to see that we actually sew a lot of this gear that you guys see in front of you on one of these machines right here. Okay, it's one of our sewing machines. So we're just gonna kind of go over some of the gear tonight, and then if you guys want to throw in some comments, and I'll be willing to ask and answer any questions that you might have regarding some of our gear here that we make at Small Arms Combatives. So we do tactical gear, and we also do a lot of lifestyle gear, stuff like that. So we do bags and packs and stuff like that as well. All of which you can see at smallarmscombatives.com, and we have our gear tab. All right, so something that we've kind of refined lately is our special operations line of equipment, and that would be our MicroRig. So this would be the first thing that we take a look at here. To kind of get some things off the table. All right, so this is our MicroRig. It's our called our Special Operations MicroRig. Holds 3 magazines, AR or AK. So they're great MicroRigs. Notice that we have these large bungee retention tabs right here, and your mags can come right up and out of there. The magazine slots are actually pretty unique. They will hold AR or AK. And the reason for that is, not everyone runs an AR-15 these days. Some people, we have contractors will run, AKs. So they might take this equipment and go overseas, and they have no idea what kind of firearm they're going to be issued once they're there. So usually in the world these days, outside the United States, the like an AK platform is pretty prevalent. The other thing about this particular MicroRig is the insides of the magazine slots are Velcro lined front and back. And we do that for one main reason. Some people do not like bungee retention, and we get it. I happen to like bungee retention. But you can take what's called a Kiwi insert. We do not make those. Another company makes those, but they are pretty much the standard as far as, not having bungee retention or like a traditional flap that goes over the magazine pouch. And so you can insert a 5-inch Kiwi, which is basically a Kydex insert that goes inside of the magazine slot, and that would be a way that it would ensure that your magazines don't come out, even though you're whatever you might be doing backflips or something like that. There was an old method of retention as well. If you put a 1-inch square of adhesive Velcro on either side of the magazine, and it goes down in the slot, and then it presses, you would have enough retention there to where that magazine wouldn't come out. So that was more the old school way of doing it before the Kiwis actually existed. And so it wouldn't have mattered whether you indexed the magazine, to the left or to the right. There would be Velcro on the front and back. So Kiwis typically have their Velcro on one side, and we would suggest mating that Kiwi the Velcro to the back side of our magazine slot. So these large tabs, you're wearing gloves. They might be winter gloves. You need to, get to a magazine quickly. There's no loss of dexterity there. And the way we sew these tabs is they're split open. So you can split them open, and then that way, if you're running, like an AK mag, that split right there will kind of, cover the corner of that magazine. So that's the reason why we do that. It's just those fine little details that do matter. Inside the magazine slots, there are adjustable tabs for ride height adjustment. So if you want your magazines to ride farther inside the pouch, you can do that. Or if you want more purchase, you want to bump those up, then you can. If you used a 4-inch S-Tac Kiwi instead of the 5-inch, that's obviously going to be shorter, so that would bump the mag up a lot higher. But there are limiter ride height adjustment straps on the inside of these pouches. So you would get in there with your fingers and pry those loose, and then you could set the adjustment height wherever the operator wants. And so let's kind of take a look around the sides here. So there are a couple single columns of PALS webbing right here on the sides, and some things that you could definitely put there are our pistol mag pouches. We do have a version with a flap, and then we do have like an open top version, and it has elastic retention on the side. So pretty rigid. This is sewed out of 1000D Cordura, and it's 4 inches tall. So a Glock 19 mag would, sit fairly low in here. So it's about the same as like an S-Tac single pistol bag. So anyways, these could attach definitely here on the sides, and you could put, extra magazines, let's say for pistol. You could certainly add a tourniquet there if you wanted to, so like a cat tourniquet. I would even say that some of the guys are running, flashlights. So you could definitely run like a flashlight in one of these pistol pouches. You could also run like a multi-tool. So the possibilities are endless. So it's all about what you want. But this is typically what the a pistol mag would look like right there on the side. So the way we have that mounted, the top of the flap would come right there to the top of the MicroRig. That way it, of course, looks right. And this is with the open top mag. It's going to sit a little bit lower because it doesn't have a lid. If you can imagine, a pistol mag was actually sitting in there, the height would probably be about right there. So, all right. So we give you a PALS attachment on the left and right side of that MicroRig. All right. So the next thing that we can talk about as far as our MicroRig goes is we do have an admin panel here on the front, and it unzips, and it's Velcro lined on the front and right here on the lid. And the reason for this is I don't know how many admin panels I have used over the years on equipment and kit, but a lot of those admin panels, you have to realize when these larger companies, maybe to name a few of the larger ones like Eagle or London Bridge and stuff like that, a lot of those companies work with the real operators, so they'll tell them exactly what they want to go in that admin pouch, and they will basically build a pouch around it. So when that same pouch hits the civilian market, um, someone would wonder, well, what was that pocket put there for? Like there's several admin pouches that I would, open up, and there would be like just a strip of Velcro and then several other, little loops and stuff like that in there. And you wouldn't know it, but some of those pouches, that Velcro would have been for the attachment of a GPS, like one that they probably would have made about 20 years ago, for example, because that's when the war had really was kicking off. So what we do is we just leave this blank. It's a blank slate, so you can put any Velcro attached organizer on the inside and put it exactly how you want it. So if you want to run, put chem lights in there, slots for those, your pins. You want a wider one where you can put like a right in the rain or something like in there. You got to have a right in the rain. That's super important. Have that in there. But that's the reason why we do that. We give you plenty of real estate in there to attach stuff, so you get that on the front and the back of this very generous admin panel. Another thing, if you notice how easy that is to open and close, that's because we use size 10 zippers. So these are pretty much the largest zippers. We don't want any zipper failures. So this is, it is a premium item. We do have a Velcro patch here on the front, and that way you can put, any nameplate there. You have officers in law enforcement, and they'll put, police, sheriff, state trooper on the front. So we do, this isn't the only color we have. This one here is in multicam, but Ranger green is very popular with the law enforcement community. So of course they could put whatever they need to identify themselves as a law enforcement officer there on the front. And so let's move around to the back. We're going to show off these straps real quick. So we actually do not include the X harness with this rig. And we do sell the rig at an appropriate price to not include the straps. So these straps are just a little extra cost. And the reason why is a lot of people just want to use this as a placard on the plate carrier, and they probably will never use the strap. So if that saves the money, that's a win for them. But these are really nice straps. They're about 2 inches wide, and they also have a set of pals here on the left and right, and then they are adjustable where you have Velcro here, so you can take up your excess there, or you can cut it. And don't ever cut your stuff. You might gain weight. But or you might have to wear your rig over winter clothing or something like that. So, but we do have 2 different harnesses. This is our X harness, so it's worn. It's very simple. It's worn in an X configuration, and then we do have an actual padded H harness. So this is not a padded harness here, but they are nice. On the back, we finish all this, so you don't get some little cheap piece there. But really nice Velcro, and this is actually also where we hide the bungee cord ties. So this is actually how we sew this in, so you can get a good look there. So you have your standard PALS 1.5 inch spacing there, and this is how they're tied in on the back. And then whether you wear this on the plate carrier or you're gonna wear this slick like as a small MicroRig, those will be covered up. You don't have to worry about that knot being on the inside of your magazine pouch, which I just personally don't care for. And then on the front, they tie in on this 1/2 inch strip here on the front there. So everything is super neat, and we really like the way this particular MicroRig is laid out. So super nice. You can see I'm picking up 3 magazines. It's pretty lightweight. And of course, you can remove the side buckles, you know, repair buckles, right? You can hang this on your plate carrier and of course rock on with that, okay? Now that we are on talking about the Velcro and stuff on the back, we can talk about our dangler here. So this is our modular dangler sack. Super nice dangler. It is basically 9 by 6 by 3, so it is a large dangler. As you can see, it is literally about the same size as the MicroRig itself, and we use really nice Velcro. So get a nice nice flap there, and you can of course peel back the Velcro right here on this MicroRig, and of course attach. You know, if you're just into stuff like this, you would know how that works, but basically that would attach to the back, and now you have all this extra admin room. You can put medical in these. These also have loops that are on the top and on the sides, and then that way you can attach straps to this and you can wear it, you know, as like a crossbody bag. So it is multi-purpose, and we give you a large flat panel in the front here. Tons of room to get in there. Definitely put your right rein, pins, all kinds of stuff there. And then this whole thing will fillet right on open. So super nice drainage with grommets on the bottom. So you can, I personally don't like hanging tourniquets on the bottom of something like that, but you can do it. I would just rather put the tourniquet inside the dangler. So that's one other thing I wanted to talk about is there are grommets also on the bottom of the admin pouch on this MicroRig there. So, all right. And the last thing that we're going to cover here is you just want a simple placard. Okay. So this is the same basic footprint as the MicroRig. It just does not have that admin panel on the front there. So you have Velcro lined slots as well. So should you want to put some kiwis in there, you can. So those are also super nice as well. So so if anyone who is watching, you want to put something in the comments and we can, you know, answer any questions about any of this particular gear, feel free to. And that will be what drives the rest of this conversation. If we just don't have, you know, any other comments on, you know, if we could talk about the gear, we could talk about the business, we could talk about politics if you want to. You know, anything that you want to talk about, we can talk about it now, and we'll just let the comments drive the conversation. But we can also check out, you know, some of the other gear that we do have. This is just everything that, you know, we pretty much carry in stock. We do have a pile of gear right over there, you know, laying on the floor, but stuff that we want to keep organized here. So we do have these large tote sacks. They're super nice. We do carry rifle slings, multi-cam black, multi-cam, padded H harness right there. We have tons of these crossbody bags here. Well, these are our smaller fanny sacks, and then we also have like the larger crossbody bag as well. So this particular one's in pink. So These are this is the fanny sack here. We call it our bum sack. And then these are all the crossbody bags. And of course, these are all different colors. We do the pink, the teal. We have chocolate. There's red and black back there. Black, multi-cam, of course. And, you know, literally anything that you could think of. Lifestyle Gear. We also have duffel bags. We don't have any currently made. We sold all the ones that we had. But anyways, that's a little discussion on the gear, and we do appreciate those who did join. If you could remember to like and subscribe, but we will be going live every single Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll talk about gear, and we will discuss whatever you would like to talk about. Just let the comments drive the conversation. So I do appreciate everyone who did tune in and watch tonight. And remember to like and subscribe. And thank you for watching us over here at Small Arms Combatives. Everyone have a great night. Over and out.